Hello, everyone. This is Avery here, Southern Fried Knowledge. Second day of the working, uh, yeah, second, I'm still asleep. Second day of the working road trip to South Georgia in February. This is my second road trip down here this year, I think. I ain't getting confused. Anyway, this is Wednesday. What is the date? What is the date? February the 4th, as of the recording of this. Won't be as of the posting of this, but as the recording of this video. And yesterday was the 3rd, this is the 4th. Makes perfect sense, does it? It's all going to be on the same video, though. Just thought I'd tell you what the situation was with our first night in a motel on this trip. Trying to keep it on the down low a little bit, because it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Stopped in Hazelhurst last night. Well, take it back. Stopped in Fitzgerald last night. Starting the day out great, ain't I? Stopped in Fitzgerald last night. That was supposed to be my first stop of the day this morning. Couldn't find any motels over there. Finally found a Quality Inn. Once I pulled up in the parking lot, looked pretty sketchy outside. There was busted bottles and all kind of trash in the parking lot. That should have been a perfect, little forewarning. Went in there. The lobby looked a little sketch. Different reasons, but anyway, a little odd. But I'm like, yeah, it's a motel. It's a chain. We're good. Got a room. It's like $75. It's not bad. Started walking down the hall. Kids seemed like was hollering everywhere and running up and down the halls. Walked by the ice machine, big sign out of order. Walked by the drink machine, big sign out of order. Walked by the snack machine, big sign out of order. Starting to get the drift. But I'm still okay. I don't need none of that. I'll probably miss my ice bucket, but okay. Something weird happens on every trip. We're okay. Went to the room. It was cold. It was like 55 outside, and the air hadn't been on in that room all day, so it was about 55 in there, I believe. Turned on the heat, and it sounded like a helicopter crashing through the window. The fan somewhere inside that, and I tried pulling the vent out and looking to see, couldn't tell where it was framming and bamming. You could not, any way, run that heating unit. I looked around at the bed and I'm like, well, I ain't messed nothing up yet. And I've already had a bad day. So I just decided, screw it, I'm leaving. I'll go to Douglas. It's 30 miles away. That was my second stop, so I'll go to Douglas, do it first, and then go back to Fitzgerald. So I walked back by the desk. And the lady was sitting there. I threw the card on the counter, and I said, never mind, I changed my mind. I just walked out the door. She probably still charged me. You're stupid, Avery, is what you say. I'll try to dispute the charge. If I don't, I don't. I was mad, frustrated. Just I wasn't showing everybody I was mad. I was just mad inside. I wasn't being a butt about it. I just said I changed my mind. Never mind. I drove to Douglas last time on my last trip here. I stayed in Douglas at the Hampton Inn, and it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock when I got to the motel. So I decided I was going to take my shower first thing in the morning, like I did this morning. Sometimes I take them at night, sometimes I take them the next morning. And I went to take a shower the next morning on that last trip. No hot water. When I went down and told them about it, they said, oh yeah, we didn't have any hot water. Why didn't you tell me that when I checked in? So I come back to Hampton, and the lady said, are you checking in? I said, I got one question first. I said, do y'all have hot water? I said, I stayed here a couple weeks ago and y'all didn't have hot water. She said, we got that fixed. And I said, okay, do you have a room? She said, no, we're full. Ugh. There's only so many places you can stay in Douglas, Georgia, too. Anyway, I wound up here at the Jameson. We got to get going. So I just thought I'd show you a little quick room view of the Jameson Inn. This is me all packed up, ready to go. Almost got a little Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville theme going on the bedding. Parrots and tropical stuff on the bed. Little work desk. There's the Jameson Inn card. There's the me. Hey me. TV. Didn't watch TV, although when I come in here last night, a hockey game was on. Anyway, bed was okay. Didn't have any USB inputs. It's more old school, but I did have plenty of outlets that I could plug and charge everything up with. Outlet over there on that lamp. Microwave and a fridge. Didn't get no ice bucket last night. That's a whole other story. When I come in, I was pretty tired after eating last night. I'm not going into that in more detail later. But anyway, this was the room. Everything was, yeah. Can you see the bugs in the overhead? Not horrible. It also looks like they changed the toilet at some point. You notice how they had to cut the sheetrock to fit everything up inside. Because this toilet must have been bigger. Anyway, water pressure was good. Warm shower, so all that worked. So, that's my little room review. I don't usually do that. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Some people like to see what the room looked like. Let us start heading out of here. I am upstairs, by the way. And I say that only because there's no elevator. So at the Jameson Inn in Douglas, you will, if you're staying upstairs, you will have to walk upstairs. So be aware of that. I'm spinning it. Some little glitter spots or something in the carpet. I don't know what that was, but that kind of stuff don't bother me. When you can't use the air conditioning, you're freezing, or you ain't got no hot water, those are the kind of things that bother me. And everything broke down, and the parking lot's all nasty and stuff. Those are things that turn you off a little bit. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Let's go on to this first job. Our first job now is going to be Douglas. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm fueling up this morning before I go to this first job in Douglas. It's Circle K, and I look over here and I notice this Circle K has a Circle K kitchen. You don't usually see that. A Circle K kitchen. Huh. Over here next to the Walmart distribution in Douglas. Huge building. Anyway. And fuel is on my card. It's with the Circle K card. It's $2.49, $2.59 without. Let's go get this job done. We'll get fueled up here. I was about running on fumes. Not quite. Quick update after the first call in Douglas. I got a chair fix that was stuck in the tilt. The tilt motor was stuck, had a short in it, got that repaired. I'm on my way back to Fitzgerald. Driving down the road and there's an old RC sign. Driving down the road in the country out here, South Georgia. Headed back through Ocilla and then Fitzgerald. Got the service and autoclave over there, and then we're going to go to Tipton. And probably after that, Waycross. Kind of part of this is an optional day, so we're seeing. I'm hoping I can wind up back toward Jacksonville this afternoon. See how that goes. I know I got one stop that I need to make in Kingsland, which is down that way, kinda. A lot of zigzagging to get to these offices, but I'm trying to get it covered. Remnants of cotton in some of these fields. Most of that's been picked for a couple months now. Took to the gin. Processing. Here we are, still on our way to Fitzgerald. We're coming through Ocilla, another small town down here in South Georgia. I'll give you a quick look. Looks like we're gonna get some rain today. I think they saying we're gonna get some rain. Here's Texaco gas for $2.59. Make a turn here on US 129. Get up here to Fitzgerald. Is that their courthouse? Interesting looking little building. Y'all see that building there? It's like a, no, it's a church. But kind of like a courthouse, but that's a church. Interesting. Have a Piggly Wiggly here. Got Circle K down there. There's a Jack's. It's like a burger place, I think. Seen them around. Don't know that I've ever eaten one. A big old icy blow up on top of the Circle K over there. Got a grand opening or something? Don't know. Got a bunch of banners up like it's some kind of big hoedown going on. They got a Circle K kitchen too. Is that a new thing coming to Circle K's? The same one in Douglas. One over here in Ocilla. Looks damaged from that storm. Hurricane we had last year. Was it Helene? Or was that after that? Get my storms mixed up. I think that was Helene when she come through. Over a year ago now, I guess. A lot of trees down in South Georgia when that storm come through. You still see remnants of it. I mean, look at there. A lot of this stuff ain't cleaned up. Look over here. She made a mess when she come through, she did. Ace Hardware. Alright, let me see if I can get around this car before we run out of road to do it with. That's all I got for right now, y'all. Bye. Still here at my second stop. Ankle and Foot in Fitzgerald. Having to run a load. That's part of this. I'm basically servicing them, changing door gaskets on a M9 autoclave at this office. Supposed to be servicing all their autoclaves. So we have to clean the surface of the chamber, change the seal, and then the hard part, or the slow part, is put some cleaner in there that cleans the chamber. You have to run a load, which takes nearly an hour, and then drain that water out, put fresh water in, run another load, and clean all the racks and stuff out during that process. I got to run 2 loads and change the water again to get all the cleaner out of flushed out before they can run any instruments in. And it just takes, because the sterilizer takes a little while, especially if I sat here and waited for the entire dry cycle. But I'm trying to do it before it gets through drying, actually. So instead of standing up, because there was nowhere to sit in there, my back goes to hurting if I stand still, I decided I'd come out here and sit down a little while and then go back in there. Needed to come out here and get some paper towels anyway. I don't know where theirs are in there. I got a whole roll in the van, so I might as well come out here and sit down. And it's hard for me to sit still, you know. And plus, when I know I got so much to do, but this kind of work, you just got to sit and wait. Hurry up and wait. And that's what we're doing. Get through here, we're going to go to Tifton. In fact, I'll probably crank up the van and put that one in my GPS, so I'll have that logged in. That'll be our next spot, and then probably back to Waycross. We'll see. I'll check back shortly. Now I'm waiting on that second load. Then I got to clean the racks after this second load. Drain that water out, clean the racks, and put fresh water in, and then I'll be done. And I don't think you can get out quicker than an hour and a half, even though it ain't hardly 10 or 15 minutes worth of work. But still, just gotta stay the course till you get it done. Raindrops keep falling on my windshield. Yeah, they do. It's just a slow drizzle rain today, right now at least. Maybe we don't get no hard rain today. We shall see. So I went to second stop. Tifton will be next. And then after Tifton's going to be a couple of touch-ups. I got a door spring I got to go to Kingsland for, and either Waycross or Jessup is missing some little push pins on their, a little piece of trim on their front door. And then try to make my way down to Jacksonville. I don't know if I can get started on those today or not. That's a lot of driving. And each one of these you have to sit and wait a while. The next one in Tifton will be waiting on an autoclave to run its 2 loads. Then after that, it's putting a couple parts in, so maybe those will save a little time. We'll see. I am pretty tired from yesterday. We'll see. Can hear the rain falling on the roof of my van. Way up there. Yeah, look inside my little hidey holes. You'll see anything in there worth anything. I don't know what we got in there. We're just killing time. Man, don't have a lot of time. I hate to kill time, but sometimes you got to. Stay tuned for more, I guess. Maybe so. Don't like the rain's picking up. Okay, we are finished up in Fitzgerald. We are about to pull out as soon as I log my time for what we did in Fitzgerald. We're about to head out to Tifton. Still sprinkling. A little bit harder than a drizzle now. Let's head on to the next stop. Stand by for more fun. Well, oh, that trailer looks like it's seen better days, huh? Yeah, it do. Driving in the rain. At least it ain't raining hard. Just a nasty day. And what kind of things we can find and see out here. I want to wind up in spaces right now. It's like an abandoned place right there, don't it? Yeah, it does. There's another abandoned place. If the fella had time, he could kind of look at some of these abandoned places. I don't want to get shot down here either. We're going to continue on down this road towards Tifton. grain silos or some such going on over here. Farmers Quality Peanut Company and Grain Company. Yeah, there's a lot of peanuts and cotton down here. Well, we done got behind some pokers of slowness again. We'll be turning in just over 3 miles, but I sure wish they could do this 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. We're doing 40 to 45 right now. I guess they're like they are in Atlanta. If it's sprinkling, oh my goodness, it's raining horribly. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to have to slow down. Well, that don't help my day go any quicker. Boy, some of these old shelters and barns and stuff around here look pretty rough after that storm, huh? We are getting back into Ocilla on our way back down to Tifton. Got some hills out here, way over there. Trying to look to see if I seen some cows. I seen some cows a while ago, whip my camera out and get some cows on film, and now there's no cows. It's because they're all at the Ocilla meat market. Getting cut up into pieces for human consumption. I'm not complaining, mind you. I had me a steak last night, I did. Miles. Now the speed limit's 45. Well, he pulled over and just kind of stopped. He's a Beamer, he can do that. Well, I guess I'll go back over here. Got some cars coming up behind us. I don't want to get them in the mix. There's that Ace Hardware. Oh crap, look at this butthead. He's gonna get right there and plug that little hole. Why did you pull over? Why did you pull over if you was going to do that? He's being a jerk because he's a Beamer driver. I'm sorry if I've got any Beamer people out there watching my channel. You know it's right. Oh, there's some roadkill deer on the side road. Got a lot of these down trees around here. Probably some of the ones I seen earlier. 1.8 miles and we turn. Regent's Inn. I don't know. Well, it would have been better than the first place I tried last night. It's like an abandoned storage, abandoned trailer, abandoned house, another abandoned house with trees on it. Oh, gone Ocilla weren't much of a town to start with. That didn't help it a bit when that storm come through. Giant Lego block set. That house looks kind of rough too. I don't know that anybody's in that one. You can't afford shingles, put tarp over the hole. It's been like 2 years, y'all. How many times y'all gonna replace that tarp? You could have just bought shingles. More grain silos. Yeah, I know we went by here earlier. There are no cows. Cows have got enough sense to get out of rain. That would be a big old Slurpee cup right there, wouldn't it now? That's a big one. Yeah, it is. I have been through Ocilla, let's see, 1, 2, this will be the 3rd time now. In less than 24 hours. Another shot at the Piggly Wiggly back there. They got him hid back there. Down here at this traffic light, I believe we're going to be turning to the right. Boy, they got big Christmas balls in their yard. February the 4th, I believe it is, as of the recording. This is a little bit late to be leaving your Christmas balls hanging out. But who am I to judge? I've got his blinker on. The light is green. Oh, now he's finally turning. I'm wondering if he was going to go or not. Here we go. That looks like some kind of cafe there. Nobody wants to put their name on nothing around here. Peck's Place. I'm assuming that was like a cafe or something. Osceola Methodist Church. Another church over here. Maybe there's an old school. Well, like an old school. It says auditorium. Like an old school. Old school, old school. Yeah. An abandoned school. Oh, I got to turn again right down here. Interesting looking house. That's kind of cool. We're going this way. This is Tifton, 19 miles. The place I'm going to is 16 and a half miles to the office. Must be on kind of this side of Tifton. Well, I don't see no cows, no cotton, no peanuts, no nothing. Although there is something over here planted. Don't know what that is. Can't really tell. That might just be hay. There are irrigation systems sitting here next to the road. Oh, there's cows. Look, I accidentally found some cows way back there. I couldn't zoom on it. Did a little bit. I don't know if y'all got that. Found some cows. You look long enough when you're in South Georgia and you will find some cows. Yes, you will. And other miscellaneous livestock. But usually plenty of cows. Well, farm equipment here. No cows. There's a little pond or river or something. It's like a pond. Yep. Grain silo over there. More irrigation stuff back over there. We gotta pick it up a little bit, y'all. Mosey on down the road. Big piece of equipment. See y'all at my next stop. If we make it that far, hang tight. Okay, I finished up with Tifton. That one took longer than it probably should have, but not that bad. That unit's got a leak in it developing. I'm going to see if they may want to swap their Jessup autoclave. They have a spare one over there, the same kind that they have in Tifton. It's a smaller one for that one, because the one over there is very old and it's leaking. I might can fix it in the shop, but I couldn't have just picked it up and then ask them later. So when I go to Waycross, I'm going to Waycross next. I'll ask if they want me to go to Jessup and pick that one up. Waycross or Jessup is where the mystery part goes that I didn't know went in a piece of trim in the door. And once I get to Waycross, you got to go to Waycross, go to Jessup anyways. I'm just going to go there and look and ask them what they want me to do with that extra autoclave in Jessup. I can pick it up, maybe bring it back down on the next trip, because I'm trying to wind up in Kingsland. Don't think I'm going to get to do the work today. Have to do it first thing in the morning and then catch 2 offices in Jacksonville and Orange Park, and then head back up to Savannah. That's getting wishful thinking stuff there though. A lot of long stretch zigzagging. So we're trying to get her done. Let's see what happens. We got the rest of this full day, which It's already 1:30. Everybody closes at 5, so the drive is going to kill me now. Thinking Waycross and Jessup's going to about wrap it up. Maybe give me a motel in Kingsland. We'll see how that works. What I think to be and what is to be ain't always the thing. You know what I mean? Feel kind of rainy out today. Not really rainy, just damp. Well, like I said, we just starting outside of Tifton. I think our next, we come through Enigma, I believe. We go into Alapahaw, I believe, next. And then Willacoochee and Pearson and Millwood and Waycross. Maybe a few other little baby things in between. Kirkland's right close to Patterson. Did I say Pearson? I meant Patterson. Or do I mean Pearson? I don't know. That's that brain kicking out. There's something that starts with a P over here. Somebody help me out. Coming out from Millwood, you go to Patterson, you go to Pearson. I think it's Patterson. Pearson. It's Pearson. Yeah. Patterson's north of Blackshear down. That brain of mine. Yeah, it's not funny, but it's kind of funny, but it's not really. I might as well laugh at it. My memory got crunched in a little bit in that wreck. And I'm getting a little bit old, so it could be a little senility coming on. Senility? Do you say senile or senility? I didn't know. But you know what I mean. We are in Alapahaw. I bet that food truck don't get much business, do it? Ain't a whole hell of a lot going on here at Alapahaw, y'all. Used to be a place that got a bunch of metal buildings up here. I guess I can let it roll for a minute. Another closed down Family Dollar. They build dollar stores, keep them open a year, and then they close them. I don't get it, but that's kind of what happens. Yeah, we'll show you. I think it's called Atlas, where this metal building, Atlas Metal Buildings or something down here. Have a bunch of metal buildings, not that. That's Jernigan's. Looks like a gas station, but it says farm supplies. Go figure. I don't know. Okay, here's one I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's called Atlas. It is called Atlas something or another. Atlas Greenhouse. But they make all kind of metal buildings, but they do greenhouses. There's some back there. There's a few over here. Anyway, let's head on toward Willacoochee and Pearson and Waycross. A little bit more later on. Bye for now. Hello. We're getting into the edge of Waycross. Figured I'd show a little bit of Waycross since that's my hometown. Back that way is where I went to elementary school in Westboro. This is Albany Avenue. I was born and raised on Albany Avenue. Might have mentioned this in another video or two. The overpass up here is the Corridor Z that come through years later, but now it's been here, heck, I don't know, 20, 30 years now. That didn't used to be there though, a long time ago. This is the railroad track that comes out to the industrial park. Spent many years working out there at the industrial park. Ware County Airport Industrial Park. Right down there on the right, I worked about 8 years. Down on the left, there's several trailer plants, mobile home factories, y'all might call them. It's a trailer plant. They build house trailers. This is Albany Avenue. I put this in maybe one of my last videos that I was down here. My brother's house is right up here on the left. He still lives there. Never know when he's home, but that's my brother's house. I lived right here where that frame's at. That used to be a different trailer. Lived there one time. And when I moved out of there, I bought a piece of land right down here on the left, tore 2 houses down, and put this double wide one that's got the green roof now. Didn't have a green metal roof back then. And I sold that when we moved up to Atlanta. I grew up, not this white house right here, but the next house right there is where I grew up. This was my grandparents' house. And they own the store right down here where the Citgo sign is, but that's not the store they own. That store was torn down, and this one put back in its place. Their store sat closer to the road. Old Kettle Creek used to be a meat processing place there. Collie, it was Colley's. I'm sorry. This is Kettle Creek. I think they called that Colley's. I'm losing my mind in my old age, folks. This used to be Pet Dairy. Now it's Smith Electric. No relation to me. That used to be Chancey's. Not sure what it is now. Anyway, we are scooting on into town, trying to hurry up our little process here. That light will not be green when I get to it, but we're gonna try. Not gonna start hitting the. I knew it would not be green. Circle K. Used to be, I think it was called a Zippy Mart back years ago when I was riding bicycle. There was a Zippy Mart right there where that DG Market is. That used to be a bank, and now it's the water department, I believe, if I remember right. Somewhere on one of these corners, that one or that one, I think it was this corner with the Circle K. Used to be a place like a bakery. They made some good donuts. I ride my bicycle down here and get me a mess of donuts. Remember them old times. Yeah, it's Augusta Avenue, going both ways there. We come and explored Southern Forest World. On that. This used to be Napa Motor Parts. Now it's Cycle Salvage. Osborne, it's like old four-wheelers and stuff. Don't usually see four-wheel junkyards, but there's one there. Well, let's hope we don't get blocked by a train, huh? That's the old Hubbardville store. I had that on one of my recent videos. That was the thumbnail, I believe, if I remember correctly. This is the double train track that usually catches us. Sounded like the bottom fell off of that track. It used to be a used car lot. It used to be an old tobacco barn. My, how Waycross keeps changing. Don't seem to be changing for the better too much, eh? Don't look like it is. Pause it for a bit here. Used to be a used car lot right there. It's gone. This one over here is still a car lot, and it's still Stella Motors. Look like, I think that was two-way. I don't remember. Had a bunch of used car lots around here. Got stuff going on right here, building this bridge over here between Blackshear and Waycross. Got all their cranes and stuff out. That's kind of interesting. Can't really stop and video it. I mean, I guess I could, but we got too much stuff to do. I'm gonna try to get, if those fellas are still working on those concrete power lines. I had that in another video. They was placing concrete power lines or power poles, changing out the power poles, but they was having to pick them up with a crane way bigger than these cranes right here, picking them up and dropping them down in the middle of some hot power lines, going through some other power lines to set the new concrete post. If that's still going on, I'll try to get a video of that when I go by. It's a little bit, but it's on the other side of Blackshear. It's almost up in Jessup. It's the other side of Scriven, actually. Which, if y'all don't know South Georgia, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you do, you know, I got to go through Blackshear, Patterson, Alferman, and Scriven. And then over there, they was changing their power poles out. So, let's keep on trucking on down the road. Bye for now. And here we are in Blackshear. Mike Birch Ford over there. I don't even remember what the Ford place used to be called, Blackshear. I don't think it was Mike Birch, though. Got the Circle K. I think, could be wrong, but I think, yeah, that's Pierce County Courthouse. That brain of mine, it got whacked, I'm telling you. Looks like a courthouse, don't it? Of course, it's the courthouse in. Here, they got a Comfort Inn in Blackshear now. Not sure if I even knew that. They getting uptown over here now. That Circle K's got a McDonald's in it. Comfort Inn. Wait a minute, that Circle K used to have a McDonald's in it. It does not have one in it now. I did not know that. They built a McDonald's to get outside of the Circle K. Guess Circle K didn't want no McDonald's in there when it was Flash Foods that had a McDonald's in it. They kicked them to the curb, they did. Learn something new each and every day. Rose's Express Discount Store. Remember that was a Fred's for a little while. Alright, we're going to put it back in the box for a little bit, or put it back on the stick, whatever you want to call it. And head on down the road. Try to head on down the road. Traffic's picking up a little bit here. Yes, it is.